That's the way I see it.
That's where I see it.
That's the way I see it.
That's the way I see it.
That's the way you see it.
That's the way I see it.
That's the way I see
That's the way I see it.
That's why I see it.
Welcome to this episode of The Way I See It. I'm your host, Austin Darga, and on today's episode, I'll be talking to two longtime friends of mine, Clayton Silk and Travis Hall, owners of Clayton's Recycling and Candles in Bellaire, Michigan. I can't wait for you to hear their exciting journey and how far they've come when they started their business. Hey guys, long time no see. How have you been?
Great. How about you?
Great. Well, I'm real excited to be here today with you to catch up and talk about all the amazing things that you guys are doing. Now, since graduating school, the both of you now own a business together. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and can you tell us the name of your business?
Clayton's Recycled Candles.
Clayton's Recycled Candles. Okay, well, we'll definitely dive into more of what Clayton's Recycling and Candles is all about, what you guys have to offer. But first off, how did you guys become business owners?
Well, I started my candle business when COVID hit, and I wanted to make candles like scent, like butterscotch and vanilla.
So you're a big fan of creating things, and not only that, but it's kind of like are you a big fan of like sensory products, Clayton?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. And what about you, Travis?
I just like pouring the candles and making them.
Okay, all right. So you guys make candles. I'm getting, and do you guys also because you mentioned you do stuff with recycling. So like, do you make recyclables, or do you just keep recycling and just reuse it, or what do you do with that?
Basically what we do is we cut the top of the bottle, pour the wax in, and put the wick make it into a candle.
Okay, so you take recycled material and reuse it to make candles. That is a really creative use of properties. That's really awesome. What sparked your interest in wanting to do this? Like, how did this all come about?
Well, I started with Clayton, working with him back in 21 of
August.
Back
when COVID was still there.
Yep.
Right. And so like what made you guys like interested in candles and like starting this candle company?
Wanting to clean up the world a little bit, get all the garbage out from it.
Yeah, well that's good common sense, definitely. Now, speaking of all that, what strengths do you think that autism brings to your workplace?
Basically, learning new skills and getting to make and create cool things.
Okay, so basically to grow your job skills and grow your independence and have more exposure out in the community. Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah.
Okay, and what are your thoughts on that, Clayton?
Where my thoughts, I like to sell candles to people out in the community.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Perfect. Well, so then tell me more about your shop. It's located in Bellaire. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. And people come in my store and buy candles.
Right.
And I show them the candles. Whenever people come in, I have customers come in.
Uh-huh. And so do you get a lot of customers and inventory coming into your shop?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's cool. Well, with that being said, why is it so important to you guys to reuse and recycle?
To reuse and recycle?
Yeah.
Bring back to the community.
To give back to the community.
Back to the community and make recycled stuff like art and different things.
So people can like maybe make their own art then, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Clayton? Why do you think it's so important to reuse and recycle?
Oh, just to recycle bottles.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's environmentally friendly?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's a good thing. And so, how does it feel to serve your community in this way?
I think it's fun.
You think it's fun?
I agree.
Do you think that it's a great life lesson for people to learn, like to reuse instead of like tossing things and polluting our oceans and our Great Lakes and our Earth? I mean, do you think it's important for them to learn the basics and the skills of how important a clean environment is?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Same with you, Travis?
Yes.
Now, have you guys ever encountered any misconceptions about autism? And if so, how do you address this or respond to this? Has anyone ever been like, well, gosh, this guy's autistic? I mean, how is he able to hold down a job and have this candle making and recycling. I mean, how can he do that? Have you ever had people approach you like that?
Yeah, I've had.
Okay, and how do you? What's your response to that? How do you react to that?
Like,
does it make you feel uncomfortable, or do you just say to them, well, hey, I'm somebody just like you. I mean,
I say to them, oh, hey, I'm somebody just like you.
Oh, okay, and so you wanna show them that just because I have a condition, I'm very capable of working and serving my community. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, well, good for you. I'm very happy to hear that. And our mission at GTI and the Way I See It podcast is to shine a light at the end of the tunnel for people with disabilities, just bring a better perspective to society out there, telling them that anybody can do anything as long as they just put their mind to it. That's all you got to do.
Right.
Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if there was anything that you could change about how the world views autism, what would that be? Like, how would you want to make people change their minds to, instead of looking down upon you like you're less than, like, how would you change that perspective to them to be like, well, gosh, that is so cool that Clayton and Travis are out here. They have autism, but they're working, they're serving their community, and they're making candles, and I really want to go by their store. What's something that you wish you could change about that, Travis?
To be more accepting of people with autism.
Okay, so you just want people to be more accepting. I mean, because you don't want to be
I'm pretty good, aren't I?
Yeah, you don't want to be like approached any different than anybody. Yeah, exactly. Oh, well, I definitely hear you wholeheartedly on that. And as I mentioned, that's our main goal and our main mission is to help people like you change that. You're listening to The Way I See It. We're talking with Clayton Silk and Travis Hall of Clayton's Candles and Recycling. We'll have more with them after this. Hey there, listeners. This is Austin Darga, your host of The Way I See It. If you're enjoying the show and want to support us, why not sponsor an episode? Whether you're promoting a product, service, or brand, this podcast is the perfect place to get your message heard. If you're interested in purchasing a commercial, reach out to my producer, Micah Haven, at mhaven@grandtraversindustries.com. That's all one word, MHAVEN at grandtraversindustries.com. Or you can call Grand Travers Industries at 231-922-4885. That's 231-922-4885 and press 4 for Micah Haven. We're now back on The Way I See It with Clayton and Travis. What different kinds of candles do you make?
Yeah, I have ones in different shapes, and they smell different.
Okay, so like give me some examples of like scented ones or shapes that people might be interested in.
Like I smell the pink one.
Okay, what scent is the pink one? Is it like a fruit flavored one? Is it cinnamon?
It's cinnamon.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What are some other ones?
Coffee. We do like coffee scented ones with like coffee grounds in them.
Ooh, well, I definitely love my fresh cup of coffee in the morning, so that definitely intrigued my interest. Have people ever like posted any pictures on your Facebook page of like some art that they've made from like your recycling or anything like that? Or
well, we take the tops of the recycled bottles and then glue them onto like windows to make art.
Oh, that's really cool. And then, so like, are they just for display, or can people buy them?
They can actually buy them.
Yeah. Okay. So like you were saying that you take tops off of bottles and glue them on to make tumbling glass. So like, what is the process like to in order to do something like that? How do you do that?
It's basically rock tumbling, but you put glass instead of rocks in there.
Okay, and then you just glue it on, and then do you have to like mold them or shape them into a certain way to make windows, or how does that process work?
No, they're basically molded on their own. And then we just glue it on, make Christmas trees, different stuff.
Okay, so like they're more of like you make them into like different designs.
Basically, yeah.
Okay. Do you have like do any of you have a favorite one that you've done that you're really proud of?
The Christmas trees. They turn out really cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, we did those.
And then we make like fish, different type of stuff.
Oh, how about you, Clayton? What's a favorite one that you're real proud of?
I like the Christmas trees. They're awesome.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I'll share a personal story with you. Back in around Christmas time, have you guys ever heard of the Festival of Trees here?
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever...
I've been a few times.
Okay.
There's also a Festival of Trees in Traverse City too.
Yeah. That's the one that I'm talking about. So this past year, it was held at the Grand Traverse Mall, and
it was.
Yes, it was. And GTI just so happened to have our own Christmas tree there.
Really?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So if you guys are interested in something like that, maybe Clayton's Candles could be a part of the Festival of Trees, and you could have your own Christmas tree there. How would that make you guys feel?
That'd
pretty
be really
good.
Cool.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty cool, Austin.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to see that and check that out. And may you guys have the best ones and win.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Fist bump, Austin.
All right, good job, buddy. Yeah, awesome. So is there anything else you want to share about your job before we move on here that you like? Like, what's a favorite part of your typical day at Clayton's Candles? Is it seeing customers? Is it making candles and the recycled products? Like what's the most exciting part of your day?
I like all of it. I don't have a favorite.
Okay. How about you, Clayton?
Visiting customers and also making candles. I cut wicks and.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Would you like to talk about how you do that? And
yeah, I would.
Okay. How do you cut wicks?
I just make them into. How do we do it, Carrie?
Well, let me just help you guys out. What we do first is we go ahead and we get bottles from local vineyards in the area.
All right.
And we'll go ahead.
Like we go to 1914 in Central Lake or Folklore in Charlevoix, and we're going to go to the one in Hart, which is that by Ludington.
Yep, Annabelle's.
Ooh, so you do some traveling.
I do.
Yeah, we do.
That's cool.
Is a new one. And we actually go ahead and we'll take the bottles and then we'll go ahead and Lori, Clayton's mom, will go ahead and cut the tops off and then we'll sand them to make the tops smooth. And then Clayton normally puts the wick inside the bottle and then we'll melt the wax down and we can make a scented candle of any scent that we have. We have vanilla, we have coffee, we have citronella, we have
lavender,
limoncello, we have all sorts of them. We have
and we have
apple.
Apple.
Yeah, we have lots of them. And so then we can go ahead and we'll put the scents inside the candle, the wax, the melted wax, and then Travis will pour the melted wax into the candle. And then once they've hardened, we'll go ahead and then Clayton will go ahead and he will cut the wick off to the proper length. And then
we'll clean them.
And then we'll clean them and we'll label them as to what the scent are. And then we'll go ahead and we'll put them on the floor to sell them.
Wow.
So there's
it's
quite
a process.
Yeah, I bet it is. I mean, that's why I was kind of curious. And so like now working with candles, I mean, it's obviously, you're working with melted wax, so it's got to be kind of hot. And so like, are there any is there any like training involved that you have to learn or safety or safety tips that you have to follow that you have to be taught in order to do something like that?
Basically, there's a handle you got to hold onto the pouring thing. So basically, hold on to that and try not to burn yourself. That's basically the concept.
You're so funny, Travis.
So, do you guys have to wear, any safety gloves or safety goggles or anything like that?
We wear, aprons so we don't spill on our uniforms.
Oh, that's a good idea. All right. Well, moving forward here, talking about doing work activities, are there any hobbies or interests that you guys have outside of work that you like to do?
Knitting. Crochet, knitting.
Oh, that sounds fun. Any particular kinds of music or TV shows that you like, Travis?
Golden Girls, all those shows.
I like the Muppets and SpongeBob, and I like to watch Thomas with my little niece, 4-year-old niece, Ren.
Okay, Cool. Now, knowing both of you for quite a while, I know that Clayton, you are a big diehard fan of the Muppets. I know that you used to like to read to other students in school, and you like to talk about the Muppets quite a bit. So, like, do you have a favorite character from the Muppets?
I like Kermit, and I also like Miss Piggy and Scooter and the two old men up in the balcony.
Ah, okay. All right. And do you?
And I like the Swedish Chef. Listen to my impression of the chef. Oh
my God, that is so funny. That is really good. You definitely would be a good voice impersonator. Maybe you could get like an acting job on the side or something.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm also one of the vendors at the studio. One of the 32 vendors. I sell hats there.
Oh, you sell hats at Clayton's Candles and Recycling?
Yep.
Oh, that's really cool. So do you just sell them or do you make them?
I make them and I sell them there for $20 and $10.
Wow. So your hobby, taking it into the workplace, is really paying off, both figuratively and literally.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool, man. I love your craft. I'm proud of that. That's good for you. So Clayton, do you like to? Are there like SpongeBob or Muppet books that you like to read to your niece?
do.
Oh yeah, and I bet you she probably enjoys that, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So you like reading too? Am I correct?
I do.
Cool. So like what's a favorite book or author that you like?
I like Jim Henson, who is the creator of the Muppets.
And he voices Kermit, correct?
Yes, he does. And Stephen Hillenburg, who created SpongeBob. And I like Dr. Seuss books. They're awesome.
Oh, yeah, Dr. Seuss. He has a lot of really fun stories, and he's very creative with his English too. I mean, like just writing not nonsense words. I mean, who would have thought the day would come there where somebody would become real famous just writing silly nonsense words that rhyme for kids. I mean, that's really awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, so like, are you able to do? Can you do SpongeBob's laugh?
Nah. You're funny, Austin.
Thank you. Yeah.
Fist bump.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, you're good. You're good at that. You must have put that a lot of practice with COVID, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, was that kind of a big adjustment to you guys too, the COVID pandemic? I mean, because you obviously, I mean, you didn't start your business until after COVID, but like, I mean, how did that feel to like be at home and be on lockdown for several weeks? I mean, what was that
Felt
like?
kind of boring.
Yeah.
Be in COVID for lockdown for several weeks.
Yeah, probably. You couldn't see any of your family or friends.
Yeah.
Or read stories unless you saw your niece on Zoom or something and like read that way. So you probably spent a lot of time doing some serious Muppet watching on TV and reading, huh, Clayton?
Yeah.
What about you, Travis? What was that like for you? I mean, what did you do during that time?
Basically, a lot of writing and a lot of learning new skills.
Well, that's the perfect time to do that, to challenge yourself and teach yourself new things. You taught yourself how to knit, which is something that seems to be of interest to you. And me, I'm a big radio and music guy. Growing up, I taught myself drums and piano, which I've talked about before. I didn't do that professionally, but just as a hobby, that was a lot of fun, especially the piano. And then I've always been a big fan of radio since I was a little kid. Definitely big legends in radio as far as talk show hosts and DJs, and I'm also a big TV buff too. There's tons of different things I like on TV. I like different sitcoms. I'm now that I'm an adult, I'm mainly into court shows, judge shows. So big shout out to Judge Judy. Hope you find my podcast one day, my friend. One of the biggest names in court TV, and I also like cooking and game shows as well. I also have a knack for cooking around the house. I enjoy doing that with my mom and everything. So
Nice.
Yeah. And so before we wrap up here today, where can people find more information about Clayton's Candles and Recycling?
We are on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, so do you just search under Clayton's Candles and Recycling?
Yep.
Okay, cool. And, hopefully that will bring more customers to your store. And I wish you guys nothing but success in the future. And I must say, I'm very, very proud of how far the both of you have come. And do you have any final thoughts you'd like to share with my listeners today before we wrap up here?
All I can say is thanks for having us.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And Austin.
Yeah.
Someday I might watch Thomas the Tank Engine with my niece Ren. I mean, I've been a big fan of Thomas since I was a little kid, and I could do my Ringo Starr impression of the narrator of Thomas the Tank Engine.
Oh, do it for us.
Henry and Gordon were lonely when Thomas left the yard to run his broadslide. They missed him very much.
Oh my gosh, that is so good. Yeah, you need to be on like America's Got Talent or something.
You think so?
I think that they would accept you. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's several different voice impressions that I can do that I can do too. Some of them might be a little off color for the way I see it, so that there's a time and a place for that. But maybe that's something that we could share, and maybe we could come up with another version of the show called like The Way I See It After Dark or something, where we can just do like straight comedy for adults. There we go. Yeah, I think that would be a hit. I mean, it takes all different varieties of people to make the world go round, so why not, right? Just put your mind to it. So, well, I really want to thank you guys for being here today, and keep up the good work, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right.
Bye, Austin.
Bye, guys.
It was good to see you again.
Yeah, you
Good
too.
to see you too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thank you for listening to The Way I See It. This podcast is brought to you by Grand Traverse Industries, a Northern Michigan nonprofit whose mission is to fiercely advocate, strengthen, and advance the dignity and opportunity of people with disabilities. Our theme is composed by Nick Vane, and our producer is Micah Haven. We hope you'll join us for our next episode, but in the meantime, this is Austin Darga reminding you that life is a journey. No matter where it takes you, always go where your heart leads you.